and welcome. This is Disha Maishari and you're watching The Ordering. The coronavirus pandemic has taken a toll on our physical health and mental health with all the uncertainties, worry, fear and the stress we are facing in our day-to-day lives. So today we are in conversation with Mrs. Shalini Bhargava who will guide us on how to stay fit, healthy and calm.
I would like to introduce Mrs. Shalini Bhargava. She's an exercise physiologist and a fitness consultant for more than 2 decades now. It's just inspiring, and it's a pleasure to have you here, ma'am, from the entire team of Watching. So thank you so much for being with us today.
It's my pleasure to be with you.
Yeah. So before we get into the conversation, I think everyone is interested in knowing about your fitness journey. How did it all start? Did you always wanted to, become a fitness consultant? What's your journey and what keeps you motivated?
I'll answer the last part of it. What keeps me motivated is you guys. Basically, yeah, the younger generation keeps me motivated, and when I talk to you guys, I feel like I'm as old as you. But seriously, I think the clients that I've been training for so many years, like Raksha is there. Raksha has joined the conversation, and Raksha has been one of my first clients that I started training. So Raksha and I go like almost 25 years back. And like Raksha, there are a lot of other clients who've been with me for the last 25 years. And honestly, these are the clients who keep motivating me.
That's inspiring. I mean,
they
are truly an inspiration.
They call me tyrants when I train them, but they are the biggest ones because they are after my blood as to what new I can get. Every week is okay, this is boring, now something else. So I continuously have to reinvent things for them as far as training is going, and come up with ideas. So that is going to be my biggest motivation. Yeah, Bindi, you too. I didn't see that you've joined. Yes, Bindi is also among the So see, you can see that it's a Sunday evening, and the guys who've joined me in this live are the ones who've been there with me for so many years.
Yeah, that's so sweet. So sweet. That's really sweet.
Yeah.
So before I'll start with a very basic question. Like, a lot of us don't exercise, and we really have different kinds of reasons and excuses for not doing that. So if I list the three main excuses, let's say we don't have lack of time, and two is the lack of knowledge, that I don't know which workout is the best because there are so many different kinds of workouts. I have no knowledge. And the third is either you have the time, you know which one is better, but you lack the motivation to just get out of your bed and do the workout. So how would you help us bring exercise in our routine?
So one by one, the excuse that I don't have time is the most nonsense excuse, because everyone has time. Everyone has time. There are 24 hours in a day. If you divide it, even if you're sleeping 10 hours, which is a lot. 10 hours in a day you're sleeping, maybe 2 hours you're eating, maybe 8 hours you're working, like in your job. So that still gives us 20. You still have 4 hours. You still have 4 hours. The second one is you don't know what workout to do. Well, you have to. The basic thing is you have to enjoy your workout. It has to be fun.
Yeah.
So you have to try different workouts. There are so many workouts online. You don't even need to go to a gym to do that. There are so many workouts online happening all the time. Try workouts, see what engages you the most, what you find enjoyable. And there you are. Like, I don't say that do only weight training or do only yoga or do only Pilates or do only, dance fitness. Do a variety of workouts, because each workout has its own advantage. And why not reap the benefits of all the workouts? Like these guys who are there with me today, Bindi, Raksha, and I don't know who else. They do a variety of workouts. They do, like in our gym, every day we have a different workout. So maybe Monday we'll have a boot camp and a spinning class. In the evening we'll have Pilates, and they make sure they do all of them. So they are getting fit and healthy by following all the 4 basic principles of a workout, which is endurance, strength, flexibility, and balance. And this is a very holistic approach. And when you work out, you release the good mood hormones, which are called the endorphins, which actually de-stresses you, which is so very important in today's time, that you have that mental de-stressing, decompressing yourself. And so that's the number 2. And what did you say the number 3 was? You have the time, you know
Like,
which workout, but you just
and
don't have the
also like
motivation.
motivate.
Well, think of all the benefits there are towards exercise, and besides whatever we've been talking before 2020, like it keeps your heart strong, it keeps your lungs strong. Maybe after last year, everybody will realize how important it is to have strong lungs, how important it is, hi Mahima, how important it is to have a strong heart, how important it is to have strong muscles, because the whole of last year, most of us did not have house help and we had to do everything by ourselves. So maybe you learned your lesson that way. And then the second most important thing, COVID has taught us that how important it is to have strong lungs and a good circulation system. And then if you battled COVID or not battled COVID, or if you have family members battling COVID, how important it is to mentally be strong and fit so as to be able to tackle all of those. So I think everybody knows how important. The latest study which came out was that people who are fit and who have been exercising, the vaccination works for them much better than the sedentary ones. So
yeah, so totally relatable, because when even I was infected by the virus last October, and I know so my parents have always been into working out, yoga since 10 years now, and even after seeing them, it's sometimes our studies, sometimes we get lazy, we don't work out, but only after COVID, I got to know how important, and we don't know actually how strong we are from inside. So after that, and now I make it a point that even if I'm not studying, I have to do my workouts and yoga every morning. So it's just that we can't force, right? It needs to come from within.
yes.
Yeah. So and now seeing the COVID situation, ma'am, now the youth is the one who's getting affected a lot, because the majority of the population is not yet vaccinated.
Exactly.
And people are losing their lives. So what are the exercises or the pranayams that the youth can do staying at home, the younger generation, so that they don't get infected from the disease?
So yeah, you're right. The younger generation is getting infected now because, of course, they're not vaccinated, so they are at a higher risk. Pranayams can be done by somebody who knows how to breathe. Basically, it can be any age group.
Yeah.
It can be any kind of section of people. Whether you have any metabolic syndromes, comorbidities, don't have. Pranayam is the most safest of the breathing exercises that you can do. There are a lot of pranayams. The simple one will be inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. The basic principle of pranayam is that you control your breathing. When you control your breathing, you control your thoughts and your mind. Because the breathing, when you breathe and you relax yourself, it is a huge science behind it, that it stimulates your parasympathetic nervous system, which controls your mind and your muscles, and everything relaxes down. So that is the importance of breathing. Besides, of course, that it expands your lungs, the elasticity of your lungs gets better, the lung capacity gets better. So there are a lot of pranayams. There are like 5 or 6 ways to do pranayam, and you can go on YouTube and actually practice pranayams with them. It's going to be a nose inhale, mouth exhale, or a nose inhale, nose exhale, or inhaling through one nose, exhaling through another nose. Or there could be stronger pranayams where there is a lot of energy involved into inhale and the exhale. They're known as the Kapalbhati and Bhastrika. Of course, Kapalbhati and Bhastrika, there are kind of people who should be avoiding that. So yeah, so those are the kind of inhalations and exhalations. YouTube is full of them. YouTube is full of those inhales and exhales and pranayams, and yes, they are the safest to do. Everyone should do it, and you will feel a difference. You will start to calm down. You'll have more focus. These are besides the lung capacity focus. And then the one more difference between pranayams and the Bhastrika Kapalbhati is the easy pranayams you can do any time of the day. But Bhastrika and Kapalbhati you should ideally be doing on an empty stomach, because there is a lot of belly involvement in it. 3 to 4 times in a day, having 12 rounds or 16 rounds of each of the breathing patterns is the ideal situation.